Hey, Sean here from the Tour Guide. I'm in Florence, Italy, outside the Uffizi Gallery, and today I'm going to show you the top things you need to see when you go to the Uffizi Gallery. Florence's Uffizi Gallery is home to some of the world's most treasured masterpieces, including Botticelli's Birth of Venus and La Primavera. We can thank Florence as a destination for bringing us out of the darkness. It is the birthplace of the Renaissance. Some of the greatest artists the planet has ever known learned their craft in this fine little city. If visiting the city, you simply must visit the Uffizi Gallery. If you want it to come alive, then take a tour. Our job is to make sure your jaw drops each and every time you stand in front of a work of art. Okay, I'm done selling for now. On to my favorite art in this gallery. General Uffizi Gallery information. The Uffizi Gallery is closed on Mondays. Many museums in Europe are closed on Mondays. That's just how it is. The opening hours are Tuesday to Sunday from 8:15 a.m. to 6:50 p.m. That's 6:50 p.m., 10 minutes before 7. But the ticket office closes at 6:05 p.m. and the museum starts closing down at 6:35 p.m. So you just don't want to show up at 6 o'clock. You want to get in at least at like 4:30, 4 o'clock if you want to get a full experience inside the museum. Now, the museum is closed every Monday, like I said, January 1st, May 1st, and December 25th. Now, on to the artwork. Number 1, The Birth of Venus by Sandro Botticelli. The Birth of Venus has become one of the world's most famous Renaissance masterpieces. It was painted by Sandro Botticelli between 1482 and 1485 for the Medici family. In the painting, you can observe Venus, the goddess of love, standing on a shell in the center. To her right, our left, Zephyr, the god of the west wind, is blowing her to shore. There, Pomona, the goddess of the spring, is awaiting with a cape to clothe the newborn deity. The likeness of Venus is heavily debated upon. Many romantics believe that it is the likeness of Simonetta Vespucci, wife of the wealthy trader Marco Vespucci. Sandro Botticelli allegedly fell in love with her and portrayed her in many of his paintings. Some historians believe this, and others dismiss it as nonsense. I myself like a good wives' tale, so I'm going with it. The Birth of Venus, along with La Primavera, are what I believe to be the two most beautiful and intoxicating paintings ever delivered to the rest of us mortals. They are the reason I started my company.
So I came here with my friend, like 12 years ago, and I stood in front of this painting for probably like 30 minutes. It's definitely my favorite painting on earth, without a doubt. I love The Birth of Venus. It's like incredible. Just everything about her is just amazing. Like her eyes captivate you. It's just a beautiful painting. And honestly, this was the moment when I knew I wanted to find a way to stay in Italy as long as I possibly could. When I stood in front of this painting.
Location in the Uffizi. You can find this in Botticelli rooms 10 through 14. We make informational videos with traveling tips and try to make your experience better with our tour guides. The best favor you can ever do us is to buy a tour. The second best is to subscribe. La Primavera, Sandro Botticelli. La Primavera, or spring in English, is considered to be one of the greatest paintings ever produced. That statement goes far beyond its beauty and artistic expression. Along with The Birth of Venus, La Primavera depicts pagan figures and symbolism openly. Art outsiders might ask, are pagan symbols not used all the time in artwork? Yes, but not for, like about 1,000 years, between 380 or 392 AD up until the mid-15th century AD. On the public stage in a Catholic city, people were burnt at the stake for less. Primavera defied the oppression of artistic expression, which arguably could have inspired a massive leap forward in art history. Some of the greatest artists that would ever live followed the career of Botticelli. The Birth of Venus is undoubtedly more famous in popular culture than La Primavera. That said, La Primavera is considered to be more complex and intricate as a work of art. The field of La Primavera contains 150 to 200 different species of flowers, all individually painted. Botticelli went to painstaking lengths to add incredible amounts of detail to this masterpiece. Don't miss either of these paintings while visiting the Uffizi, and plan on spending at least at least 10 minutes or so admiring each one. Put the camera down and really appreciate them. Location in the Uffizi is in room of Botticelli 10 through 14. Number 3, Madonna del Cardellino, Raphael. Or also known as Madonna of the Goldfinch, was painted by Raphael, which we pronounce Raffaello in Italian, in 1506 as a wedding gift for his friend Lorenzo Nassi. Look at the painting. The Madonna is shown young and beautiful. She is clothed in red and blue, and red signifies the Passion of Christ, and blue signifies the church. Christ and John are still young babies. John holds a goldfinch in his hand, and Christ is reaching out to touch it. The painting suffered damages during an earthquake in 1548. After various restoration projects, with the recent one finishing in 2008, you can now enjoy the history of this artwork. Location is in room number 66 in the Uffizi. Annunciation, Leonardo da Vinci. The Annunciation was painted by Leonardo da Vinci and Andrea del Verrocchio around 1472 to 1475. The painting depicts the moment Angel Gabriel announces to the Virgin Mary that she will conceive and give birth to a son to be named Jesus, Son of God. This was a very popular subject for painting at the time. An interesting detail to look out for is the lilies the angel is holding, which symbolize Mary's virginity. The location of the Uffizi is room number 35. Venus of Urbino, Titian. The Venus of Urbino was completed by Titian in 1538, commissioned by the Duke of Urbino, Guidobaldo II della Rovere. The painting was a gift from the Duke to his young wife. It represented the allegory of marriage, eroticism, fidelity, and motherhood. The eroticism is evident in the representation of Venus, the goddess of love. The dog at her feet represents marital fidelity, while the girl looking through the chest in the background represents motherhood. You can find Venus of Urbino, located in the Uffizi, in room number 83. Number 6, Medusa, Caravaggio. Medusa was commissioned to Caravaggio by Cardinal Francesco Maria Bourbon del Monte in 1597, who then gave it to the Grand Duke Ferdinando I de' Medici as a gift. In Greek mythology, Medusa was a gorgon that had venomous snakes as hair and had the power to turn anyone who gazed at her to stone. Perseus was given a shield by the goddess Athena to avoid looking at her as he decapitated her. Caravaggio's painting portrays the moment that Medusa is decapitated as she realizes that her head and body are no longer one. Location Uffizi is room number 60, dedicated to Caravaggio. Number 7, the Holy Family with St. John the Baptist, Michelangelo. To call Michelangelo a gifted and talented artist is an understatement. He was born with a talent and dedicated his life to the best. That said, he felt the painting was of the lesser arts. A mistake in marble cannot be hidden nor reversed. Painters have many tricks that were not options for sculptors. And still, he has a few paintings. Doni Tondo, or the Holy Family, is one of a literal handful of freestanding panel paintings Michelangelo worked on, and apparently the only one that was completed. It was commissioned by a merchant, Agnolo Doni, to commemorate the birth of his child. It's a beautiful work of art that commemorates a sort of golden era for the Renaissance art in Florence. This is when Da Vinci, Raphael, and Michelangelo were all living in the city and treated like celebrities. A definite must for your visit. Location is room number 35. So that's it, the top 7 things to see at the Uffizi Gallery. Definitely don't stop at those 7. There's tons of great artwork in this gallery. So that's it. Now you know what you have to know. If you like this video, click the like button. If you love the video, subscribe so you get all the content as soon as it comes out. Otherwise, any questions, comment them below and we'll get back to you. Thank you very much.
When you're going to Uffizi, man. Yeah.